Hey guys, how you doing? I figured I'd start off with a video today with some bacon, chicken sausage, chicken noodle dish that I make. Here I have celery, onion, green and red pepper, some garlic, and over here you have my spices, adobo, ground turmeric, Cajun seasoning, salt, pepper, oregano. Use a little bit of olive oil. And can't forget the chicken stock. Right now we're going to season the chicken. I have here adobo. Probably just going to use about 2 tablespoons of that seasoning for the chicken. And for pepper, I'm probably just going to put a small teaspoon worth. And then, oh, that's the Cajun. Not Cajun yet, but we're going to use the turmeric. Probably about a tablespoon worth. And that's all I'm going to use for my chicken. So we're just going to take this. I'm just going to get a spoon really quick. And I'm going to just mix it all together. You can use your hands if you want. I'm just trying not to get too messy. So I'm just going to have everything ready to go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut bacon into tiny little pieces and throw it straight on the pan. Don't worry about adding any oil to the pan because there is going to be just that natural fat coming out of the bacon. And I do have about half of a package worth of bacon here. The package says it was 16 ounces, so here I have about 8 ounces worth. We're going to cook this here for 5 minutes before I add the chicken sausage. And while that's cooking, we are going to add our chicken into a pan, 2 tablespoons worth of oil. Cook that for about 7-8 minutes as well. Also, don't forget your pan, fill it with some hot water. We're going to use a small box of this spaghetti. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. The bacon doesn't have to be cooked 100%. We're going to go ahead and add our chicken sausage into this mixture and cook it for about another 10 minutes. And just stir it all together, cook for 10 minutes, and just keep an eye on your chicken as well so that doesn't burn. Now it's time to add our spaghetti. I'm going to use this whole box of spaghetti, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up in pieces so they're not full long noodles. So I'm just going to snap it in half, and then the half pieces I'm just going to go ahead and snap in half as well. I'm going to do this to the whole box of spaghetti noodles. And you don't have to use spaghetti noodles. I just use it because it's just something that I've used before and I just had it on hand. You can use bow tie, angel pasta, but my dish comes out very good with the spaghetti noodles. So if you wanted to try that, this is what I recommend. Please excuse my husband next to me. He's very excited about this dish. He did come in saying that it smelled amazing. Okay, so it's been about 15 total minutes that all of this has been cooking. So we're just going to take out the bacon and the chicken sausage, and we're going to reserve the fat that's in the pan, and that's what we're going to use to cook our vegetables in. All right, this is what we have left. I went ahead and put the chicken, the bacon, and the chicken sausage on the side. We're going to throw that all together later on. But right now, I'm going to take our vegetables. I have about half of an onion, quarter of a red pepper, quarter green pepper, 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 stalks of celery. So I'm going to add it in our pan, and we're just going to cook it, I'd say, about 5 minutes. And don't be shy to scrape off the bottom of the pan because it actually gives really good flavor into the vegetables when it's cooking through. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and add my Cajun seasoning to the pan. And you can add as much as you would like. I usually put about 3 tablespoons worth of the Cajun seasoning, and if you want it any spicier, just go ahead and add it. But it is not that spicy when I just add 3 tablespoons worth. So again, if you want to add any more, I would wait towards the end and try it out before you go ahead and add it to be spicier. All right, I cooked it for about another minute or two, and now we're going to take our proteins that we had on the side here and just add it to our pan. We're going to mix it all together with our vegetables. All right, it's about done mixing together. So what we're going to do is add our noodles to the dish. You can add about half now, mix it all together, and also add the additional half after. That way you can kind of stir it in as best as you can. All right, now I'm going to add our chicken stock. You can add chicken broth or chicken stock, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to start with about half of a cup first because I usually do this by eye, so I'll let you know exactly how much I use towards the end. And I'm also going to put about a tablespoon worth of salt. You can always add more salt once you're done mixing everything together and taste testing it because you don't want it to be too salty. Now that this is mixed a little bit, I'm actually going to add another tablespoon of the Cajun seasoning. Okay, so I am going to add a little bit more of the chicken stock to this dish. So I'm just going to add about maybe a quarter cup more. So far, this has been less than a cup, 3/4 of the chicken broth. And it seems like that's going to be perfect, so I would just go with that. You don't want it too liquidy because you want all the flavors to kind of stick together. All right, we are almost done. This is what it should look like. I'm going to add some fresh parsley. I just chopped up just a little bunch of the fresh parsley. It's going to give it a nice, pretty look, and of course, it tastes good. So we're just going to mix that all together, and you're finished. This is also great for leftovers. I personally think that my leftovers taste even better the second time around. So you guys can go ahead and be the judge of that, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. All right, here it is, my beautiful dish. Go ahead and try it. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of this right now because it smells so good, and I've just been smelling it for the past 30 minutes, and I'm ready for a bite. And that definitely didn't disappoint me. You guys need to try this 100%. You will enjoy it just as much as I did. Please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.